Hello, how is it going? I hope everyone is having an amazing day and welcome back to the channel. This is the DJI Mic3 and this is a video tutorial on how to use this microphone. So grab a coffee and maybe some snacks and let's jump into it. Inside the box, you're going to find the charging case and this is where you can store and charge the receiver and the two transmitters. To charge the case, you need to use the supplied USB-C cable and connect it to the port on the back. These lights on the front are going to blink to indicate that it's charging. When the battery on the case is fully charged, those lights are going to turn off. To open the case, you just have to push this button and flip the cover open. And when you do that, the light indicators will show you how much battery is left in the case. If this is the first time using this microphone system, you need to select the language and set the date and time on the receiver. You don't need to activate this device, but to update the firmware or change some of the settings, you need to use the DJI Mimo app. If you own an iPhone, you can go to the App Store, and Android users will have to go to the DJI website. Look for the download section and search for the DJI Mimo app. These are the transmitters and this is where the microphone is located. When you pull the receiver and the transmitters out of the case, they will automatically turn on. The transmitters are also going to be paired with the receiver, so you don't have to pair them unless you want to use the microphone directly with another device without the receiver. Inside the box, you're going to get 4 windscreens, which are going to help to reduce the wind noise. To install them, mount the windscreen on top of the microphone and push it down until you hear a click. If you need to remove it, push the plastic base upward away from the transmitter. There are 2 basic ways to wear the mic on your clothes. You can use this clip, which is magnetic, so you can remove and attach the mic using a different angle. The other option is to use this magnetic piece. You can place it underneath your shirt and on the other side, place the transmitter with the microphone facing your mouth. The transmitter has 2 buttons on the right side. This one is the power button and you have to press and hold it for 2 seconds if you want to turn it on or off. When the microphone is on, pressing the power button once will start or stop recording on the internal memory of the transmitter, and a red light on the left side will turn on to indicate that action. If you double press that same button, it will activate or deactivate the noise reduction feature, and a yellow light will turn on the right side to indicate that it's on. The button below lets you start the process of linking the transmitter to your receiver or directly to another device. To start this process, press and hold the button for 2 seconds and this light will start blinking blue and green, and this indicates that it is ready to connect. Your other device also needs to be ready to pair, and I'll show you a few examples in a few minutes. To avoid being confused, it's a great idea to pay attention to this light indicator. A solid blue color means that the transmitter is connected to a device via Bluetooth or the Osmo Audio Direct connection, and a solid green color means that the transmitter is connected to the receiver. Something that you need to know is that you can use one microphone with the receiver, for example in your camera, and the other microphone can be connected to a different device with a direct connection. If you double press the link button, you can switch to use the transmitter between the receiver or with another camera without having to pair them again. And you can also use the transmitter as a remote control to start or stop recording on your camera by pressing the link button once. This works with DJI cameras like the DJI Pocket 3, the Action 6, and some smartphones. If you want to access the internal memory on the transmitters, place them inside the charging case and connect it to your computer with a USB-C cable. This one here is the receiver, and just a quick note, this is not compatible with the DJI Mic2 or Mic Mini transmitters. On the right side, this is the power button, and to turn the receiver on or off, you have to press and hold it for 2 seconds. You can also use it as a back button when you are inside the settings. At the bottom, you have this clip style mount that you can use on the cold shoe mount of your camera. And the way to insert this is with the screen facing towards the back of the camera. On the left side, we have a 3.5mm output jack. Use the supplied cable and insert the golden plug on the receiver and connect the other end to the input jack on your camera or other devices like your computer. You can use this other output jack to connect a headphone if you want to monitor what you're recording. To connect the receiver to your phone or other devices like your computer, you need to remove this plastic cover in the back. For this, you need to push this button on the right side and slide the cover at the same time. Now you have to insert the USB-C adapter that came with the receiver, making sure that this icon points down, and push it all the way in, and now you can plug the receiver to your smartphone or computer. To remove the adapter, you need to push the side button again and slide the adapter upwards. Or if you want to, you can leave it on the receiver and place it back on the charging case without a problem. Now, in the back of the receiver, there is a USB-C port that you can use to charge it, but this can also be used instead of the adapter to connect the receiver to a camera or computer with a USB-C cable, so plenty of options to connect it. If we look at the screen, you are going to see some information or status of the receiver at the top, and at the bottom, this is the information for each transmitter. To change the gain volume, rotate this dial on the right side to select one of the components. Press the dial once to confirm a selection, and now you can rotate the dial clockwise or counterclockwise to boost or lower the gain volume, and this can go up to +12 or down to -12 in increments of 1. You can control each transmitter remotely from the receiver by tapping it on the screen. You can tap this option to start or stop recording. This option will mute or unmute the microphone, and if you swipe to the left, this option will activate the noise cancellation on the lowest level, and if you tap it again, it's going to use a strong level. The last option lets you select one of the 3 presets for the tone of your voice, and for daily recording, I recommend to use the regular tone. If you're using 2 or more transmitters, you can control them all at the same time by swiping up on the screen. Here you only get 2 functions, one to start or stop recording, and the other one to change the state of the noise cancellation. You can access additional settings if you swipe down on the screen. Here you can swipe left or right, or you can use the dial to navigate between the different settings. For example, here you can change the settings for the receiver. On the first option, you can select if you want to use the transmitters in stereo or mono. If you select stereo, one transmitter is going to record on the right channel and the other one on the left channel. Over here, you will find this option to activate or deactivate the lossless audio option. This is going to send high-quality, uncompressed audio to the receiver. It's more of a pro feature, and for everyday videos, I feel that having it off it's going to be fine. On the transmitter settings, here you can enable or disable a low-cut filter, and this is going to reduce low-frequency noise for a cleaner sound. If you need to use 32-bit float recording, this is where you can activate this feature, but be mindful that this only works if you record directly to the internal memory on the transmitter. There are other settings that you can change. For example, you can format the internal memory on the transmitter and enable or disable the buttons or the lights as well. If you go back on the menu, you can use this device linking option to pair more DJI Mic3 transmitters or link more receivers into the same group. Then we have the option to use timecodes. This option is to connect the receiver to the DJI Mimo app wirelessly, and here on General Settings, you can change the brightness of the screen. You can connect 1 or 2 transmitters to almost any device from DJI, like the Pocket 3, the Action 5 and 6, the Osmo 360, and the Osmo Nano without having to use the receiver. With Insta360 and some GoPro cameras, you can connect 1 transmitter also without the receiver. And if you want to use the Mic 3 on your phone, you need to use the receiver if you are going to use the native camera app. On DJI cameras like the Pocket 3 or the Action 6, you need to swipe down on the screen, open the settings, and look for the option that says wireless mic. Now select TX1 or TX2 and press and hold the link button on the transmitter until the lights start blinking blue and green. Wait for a few seconds and both devices should be ready to be used together. If you want to connect a second transmitter, use the other TX and repeat the same process. If you want to change some of the settings directly on the camera, open this icon on the main screen, enable Pro settings, and then tap the mic icon at the top. On cameras like the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, swipe down and then to the left. Tap the Bluetooth icon and select this option to connect your wireless microphone. On the X5, swipe down on the screen and then swipe left twice. Select the Bluetooth option and then the one for the microphone. On the GoPro 13, swipe down on the screen and then swipe left and tap on this option to start looking for the Mic 3. On your smartphone, start the process on the transmitter. Go to the Bluetooth setting on your phone and select the DJI Mic 3 from the list. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to give it a like. Let me know if you like this microphone or if you have any questions. And for now, have an amazing day, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye.